Welcome to tutorialsinhand.com. In this video tutorial, we are going to see how to use replace method on a string in Java. So let's take a string first. Let's name the string as message, and within the message type anything which you want. Here I will be typing I am learning Java. So this is the message. Here what we will do is we want to replace all the white spaces with some special character. For example, say hyphen. So first let's print this one before means replacing the white spaces. So write CSO, press Ctrl tab, and you will get system.out.println, and within that you can give a comment original message. So original message for us is I am learning Java, right? So it will print I am learning Java. So type the variable message. This message contains this I am learning Java. So original message will be I am learning Java when you run it. So if you run this one, you will get original message is I am learning Java. Not what we are going to do is we are going to replace all the white spaces over here with dash. So let's do that. So what you can do is, to do that, on this message we are going to use replace method. So what you can do is, here when replacing, here old character. So what is the old character? That means in the original message what you want to replace? This white space, right? So write as this is a white space, right? And now we want to replace it with minus sign or hyphen sign. So this is what we all have to do, and this is all that is needed. Now what will happen is, if you print this message after executing this line, then also you will not get the desired output. So let's first see, and then we will check why. We'll make it new message so that you can identify which one is getting printed where. So now you see original message is I am learning Java, and new message is also I am learning Java. The reason behind it is explained in the previous videos, where I have told you about string and how it functions. Now what is happening is, when this message is getting modified with this one, then what you are doing is you are simply changing the message, and this creates a new string. This creates a new string object, but it is not getting referenced by anyone at currently. And this message variable that you are printing, it is pointing to the original message that was there. So in order to get the reference for this one, what you need to do is, you need to either create another string variable, say message1 is equals to this, and then what you are doing is you are assigning this to this message1 variable. And now if you print this as message1, that is the new message, you will get the desired output now, because this is getting referenced by this message1 variable and it is getting printed over here. So see, now there is a dash between each white space. So instead of this new variable, if you don't want to declare this new variable, or in interview they ask you I don't want new variable, just use this one and perform the task, then what you have to do is nothing special, just assign this to message variable again. That means you are overriding the original message with the new string. Now when you write message equals to this new object that is getting created by using this replace method, what is happening is this new object is getting referenced by the message, and now message is not referring to the original message that was there. So here message will print the modified version of the string, and that is why you will get the message as this one, I am learning Java, with dash in between each. So let's run it. See, you are getting it right. So you have to assign it. If you don't assign and you write like this, it will not work. So I hope you have understood why it happened. So we have to keep it like this, right? This is one thing. You can have anything which you want. Like suppose there is comma in between some strings and you want to replace the comma with nothing. So just make it like this, comma, and then don't give over here anything, and it will print I am learning Java without comma. Let's run it and see whether we are getting it. See, we are getting the modified string as this, where comma is replaced at each location. Now the replacement starts from which position? If we want to see, then let me take another string. For example, let's take the string as this AAA, comma AAA. So now this is the string AAA. So what we are going to do is we want to replace AA with new character S. So if you run now, what will happen is you will get SASSA. So from where this actually starts, it starts from this starting point. It starts replacing from this starting point and goes up to end. So that is why what happens is this AA is replaced with S. So this AA is getting replaced with S and you get SA, right? Because single A cannot be replaced. So this double A is replaced with S and one A is over here. So you are getting SA. Now it comes over here and it sees there is AA. So it replaces with S, right? And then you come again at this place, it sees AA is there, it replaces with one S, again it finds two AA and it again replaces with one S, and then there is only one A which is not going to be replaced by anything, so you get this output. So this is how it starts from the beginning and goes up to end while replacing the characters, or you can say the substrings, into the new string, right? So hope you have understood how this replace method works. In the next tutorial we will pick up another string method and try to identify how to work on it, right? So till then, keep learning, keep enjoying, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. That would help us to get motivated in creating the new videos for you. Thank you.